Chrissy Swan Show.
Well, hello and welcome to your Wednesday. How are you, Jack?
Good, Swanee. How are you?
I'm going to bore you with the following sentence. I had a dream last night.
Ooh.
And you know how nobody's interested in
I
what
know.
you dream about? I can guarantee you that I had the most boring dream. I woke up and I went, is this what you've become? You can't even come up with...
Can't even dream properly.
I can't even dream in an exciting, life-affirming way. Do you know what my dream was?
What?
Well, you know that I recently had, when we were on holidays visiting Grandad in Queensland, I took that opportunity while there was no one in the house to have the back room polished, the floorboards.
That's right.
They were all worn out.
Oh, wow. This is grim.
Oh, my God. And you haven't even got to the dream. The dream was that I walked on the floors and I looked down and they were worn out.
Okay.
That was the dream. Jack, what is going on with me?
What do we need to do to sort of like restart you, to reboot Barbie, to revitalise you for the rest of your life?
Control-Alt-Delete. I need that because I dreamt of worn-out floors and I'm ashamed to say I got very excited when I realised that it was only a dream and that the floors aren't worn out again.
We need to like induce a midlife crisis for you to like reset your circuit board.
I see, I have had a midlife crisis, but it was a while ago. Maybe I need a fresh one.
Let's have another one.
What do you call the second coming of it?
Hey, coming up next, we're going to play a round of I Spy and give away. What are we giving away in I Spy? I've already forgotten.
The $250 cash and a Specsavers voucher for a brand new pair of specs.
That's right.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's get in the car, Jack.
I Spy with my little eye. Chrissy Swan's I Spy. Thanks to Specsavers.
You know, this is the only incarnation of I Spy that I actually like.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun.
Do you like playing I Spy in the car?
I also liked that as a kid, yeah.
I know, I give up. You can tell my personality.
Yeah.
I give maybe 3 guesses, and if I don't get
Do you
it...
just crack it?
Yeah, I do. I go, tell me what it is. I don't know what it is.
You're annoying.
Yeah, and then they go, we'll give you clues. I go, no, just tell me. Becky, what do you like at I Spy, the real I Spy?
What do I like about it?
Or do you have the patience for it?
Well, I play with the kids a lot in the car when we go on holiday. I don't really have much patience.
Can I give you an alternative? When you're on... My kids and I, we're word nerds, so we play a game called What's the Collective Noun?
Oh, wow, that's very intelligent.
And so what we do is, you know how it's a murder of crows and a parliament of owls. There are all the ones that everyone knows.
Yeah.
We say, you know, what would a good collective noun be for a group of women called Karen?
All right.
Yeah, and they...
Oh, my gosh, that sounds hectic for mine. I've got a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old.
I think you'd be surprised how well they can play.
Another great suggestion, Becky, is an iPad and AirPods.
Yeah. Oh, we do ice, but we do colour as well, so it's easy.
Oh, that is good.
I
Well,
know, but it's pretty basic. Though.
This is going to be very easy, Becky, and it is the best type of I Spy because there's $250 cash in it and a Specsavers voucher for a brand new pair of specs. How exciting.
I know.
Nothing like it. All right, get in the car.
Okay, yep.
I Spy with my little eye. Something beginning with G, B, and R. Oh, my God.
Great Barrier Reef.
Yes, Becky!
Wow. Even I was like, that's too hard, Tom. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Thank you.
For a bonus prize, what is the collective noun for a group of fish?
Oh, my gosh, you know what? Like, I don't even know what a noun is.
Yes, Becky, don't worry. You've got $250 cash and a VIP Specsavers voucher, and you're in the draw for Nova's First Class and $50K.
The answer is a school of fish.
Of course.
Oh, my gosh. See, I'm
Becky.
so silly. Sorry.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Hey, Priceline Sister Club members. Don't forget, when you shop at Priceline, there is more to love as a Sister Club member. Every point gets you closer to a $5 reward. Scan your card in store or log in online and start shopping.
Head in store or online at priceline.com.au.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
And do you remember the days in this fair country when Big Brother was the biggest thing ever?
And this used to get my heart rate up as a 5-year-old.
Mine too, but I was 30.
Yes, of course. You're the star of it.
Of course, I was on the third series of Big Brother. It is this song.
Oh.
I mean, what a tune. Banger. I mean, what a song.
What a time.
And do you remember Mike Goldman going day 14 in the
Yes.
Big Brother house? And we were just in.
Dave and Saxon and Chrissy are at the breakfast bar.
Oh, God, it was so magical. Anyway, it's not like that anymore here, but it's still really big in the UK.
It is.
So
There's the celeb one at the moment.
there is the celeb one, and Sharon Osbourne has been a celebrity. I want to say housemate, but she wasn't. She was a celebrity lodger. And sadly, she has left the Big Brother house. I haven't seen all of her conversations, but I was privy to one. I saw a little snippet on Instagram.
Yeah.
Where she just dished the dirt without fear or favour on James Corden, and there were two others as well.
Well, I've got it here for you, Swanee. We've got
great.
Adele, Anna Wintour, Ellen.
That's right.
And
Anna Wintour and Ellen. That's all in the one little bit. Yeah.
Because as a lodger, I think you're there for a week, but it's like she gave us more tea than those people do in 90 days.
She always delivers.
So I want to get your hot take on everything she said about everyone, okay?
Amazing.
I'm going to start with Donald Trump.
He's the sort of man that won't talk to you if he doesn't think you're a pretty woman. He treats women like, if he thinks you're attractive for whatever he feels is attractive, he will talk to you. I mean, that's how uneducated he is.
Oh,
take?
I know men like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, they exist. They're a real breed, and it doesn't surprise me that Donald Trump is one of them. Of course, when I talk about those sorts of men, I say a different sentence to what Sharon has said. But yes, I know those men. Yeah.
All right, whack to Trump. Now we're on to James Corden.
Great.
When my friends talk about people they know or people they've met, we always take the mick and say, oh, if you drop the names, I'll pick them up for you.
I tell you who does that.
Give it.
James Corden.
She just offers it.
He does that all the time.
Yeah.
I go to him, I really like your shoes. And he goes, yeah, Stella McCartney. I'm like, I didn't ask you who made them. I just said, I like your shoes.
But I do that. Like if someone says, I love your jumper, I go, Kmart.
I agree. I do it too. I think that's it. Here's my theory on that.
Yeah.
That's an unfair dig. But James Corden's a dick. Just say it.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I think, if I had said that, it would be okay with Sharon Osbourne, but because she doesn't like James Corden, it annoys her.
It's a dig. Now,
Yeah.
whilst on the topic of James Corden, they discussed him moving to LA.
Yeah.
When he got to America, he was, played the LA game really well.
Kissing all the right people.
Oh,
Anna Wintour. Mwah, 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 mwah.
oh, she loves him.
I know that, yeah.
Loves him. But who loves Anna Wintour?
Exactly, Anna Wintour.
I think she's the C word.
Yes, she is. And Ellen DeGeneres. She's a bad.
Anna Wintour, in case you're wondering, she's that very famous Vogue editor with the
Yeah.
blunt fringe and the glasses. You would absolutely recognise her.
But also, that's kind of her shtick to love herself, Anna Wintour.
Yeah, absolutely. But I love how honest she is about Ellen too. We had a bad vibe off Ellen too, didn't we?
Early we did.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure how you're going to feel about this one because this last dig is about Adele.
Oh, no.
Adele's lost her way a little bit.
I think that she plays the love. Oh, wow, I'm so English.
I love you, by the way. That was brilliant.
And it's like, cut the you don't talk like that
Just sing.
anymore. Just sing, just be true to who you are. But she does all this old English,
My God, she's so brutal and savage, but I think I believe her.
Kind of right.
Yeah.
She's kind of right.
Yeah.
We will miss you as a lodger, Sharon.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova, and welcome to the show, Charlie Pickering.
It is lovely to be here.
Well, I had to call you in here because I don't think we're ever going to be doing Would I Lie to You again, and then I'll never see you.
Well, that's right. That was a golden age of this intense crucible of us hanging out
I
together.
know, it was so
and remembering
nice.
how much we actually just like to hang out.
It was so fun.
But you and I are quite disorganised people and therefore not great at organising to catch up outside work.
I know.
It's like work, I'm organised.
Yes.
Life is a nonsense, and I'm not
remember-
good at that.
Do you remember earlier on? I don't think I told you this, Jack. Earlier on in the year, I think I was dropping Peg at school or something. Anyway, had a few minutes to kill.
Yeah.
And I went and got a coffee, and she had a cookie, and my presence at the local cafe surprised Charlie Pickering. So, Charlie, I feel like you are a man of routine, and you go to the place that you go to for your coffee, and you see the people that you always see. And then I was there in Technicolor, and you were so rattled. It's like your brain couldn't compute that I was on your territory.
Fetching your own coffee.
Yeah.
I'd never seen it. I'd never seen it happen. I've seen you have the tray of coffees arrive, and you pick which one is best for you. Like
Yes.
you sample the foam of each one. No, It's interesting. I often will not be able to remember someone's name if I'm meeting them in a completely different context.
Me too.
And I just get completely it's like, hang on, no, you're a footy club guy. I'm not.
Yes.
What are you doing at the art gallery?
I feel
Do you know
like,
what I mean? And
I feel
my
like
brain
that is
can't
what
make it
happened
work.
at your cafe that
Yeah.
morning. Because we know each other very well, but you were really discombobulated.
Yeah, I didn't forget your name though, because
No, you didn't.
you've got a big profile.
And you apologised by text later. You're like, I'm so sorry, I was so weird at the cafe, I don't know what's happened.
Did you think something was up between the two of you?
No, I knew exactly
Right.
what it was. I was out
actually-
of context.
Full confession, I've been having a secret affair with the barista. He is so
Busted.
and I just thought maybe I'm sprung.
Now, the Weekly is back tonight, 8:30 p.m. What a thrill. Jeffrey Robertson is on tonight.
Incredible highlight meeting Jeffrey Robertson.
Did you ask him if the puns of his ex-wife Kathy Lette drove him to drink?
Yeah, it's interesting. There was a point literally halfway through the interview where I almost went for it.
Did you?
Like I almost went, How so long?
If a man says he wants breakfast in bed, tell him to sleep in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Men think monogamy is something that the dining room table's made out of. I mean, I would have divorced her too.
It's so funny. You did Kathy Lette like Mae West.
I know.
Come on and see me sometime.
Yeah. But they
and I
were
do Mae West like W.C. Fields, so that doesn't make any sense at all.
was
They're
such an
references no one listening to Noble
I
will get.
know. I mean, look, we'll probably have to edit out Kathy Lette and
absolutely.
Jeffrey Robertson.
It'll stay.
But it's funny. I remember a long time ago we did an episode of Talking About Your Generation.
Yeah.
And I had never met. It's like the one and only time I'd met Kathy Lette.
Yeah.
And it was odd.
She's a writer, by the way.
And
stand-up and all
stand-up
that.
comedian.
I mean, she's an extraordinarily gifted performer, etc.
She wrote Puberty Blues, which is arguably in the top
wow.
10 Australian films of all time.
Agreed.
But we did an episode of Talking About Your Generation, and it was one of the ones where it was a theme, and I think it might have been superheroes, so everyone was in costume. And she was Catwoman. And so because I was in Gen X and she was sitting next to me as the baby boomers,
Yeah.
and I'd never met her before. She is full on all the time. Like
Yes.
she is just on all the time.
Yeah, high energy, Jack.
But everything has a sexual theme to it as well.
I love those
And I was
Yeah.
like, so she's in a cat suit, and it felt like she was just aggressively sexually harassing me for about 2.5 hours on this record.
She was basically spraying you.
Yes.
From under her
Wow.
tail.
Hello.
Yes. No, I do. I love an old school sexy lady.
Yes.
You know, I've got to give kudos
But it's
to
funny.
that.
She was talking to me like, "Oh, you boys, like, oh, you're finished in 10 seconds." I'm 35.
Yeah.
I'm not adolescent.
Yeah.
At least a minute and a
I was going to
half.
say at least 90 seconds.
Yeah. Are we including the drive home?
Also on tonight, 8:30 on ABC TV and ABC iView, Reece Nicholson for the younger folk.
Reece Nicholson for the younger, and the very funny Scout Boxall as well, another young comic who lives here in Melbourne, is very, very funny.
Amazing.
And it's a great show. Also, tonight we are once and for all going to decide whether or not, two big questions tonight, whether or not what Sam Kerr said was racist. We have the conclusive answer for everyone.
Fantastic.
It wasn't.
Yeah, but we've got proof.
Okay,
We've
great.
actually got proof.
Fantastic.
And two, can you get 217 COVID shots in a year and survived. Did you see this story?
What?
Some dude in Germany?
Dude in Germany got 217 COVID shots in a year. He got 48 in January.
Why?
Now that we don't have all the details on.
Okay, he's not okay though.
Well, do you know what?
Watch
Medically,
tonight.
fine.
Really?
Medically, fine.
8:30 tonight on ABC TV and ABC iView, The Weekly. Now, Charlie, we can't let you go without you talking about something, Swanee.
Oh, yes.
Did you show me how to make a risotto in a rice cooker?
Yes, I did.
Can you tell me how to do that again
I've already shown you.
once the music has started?
Oh, is that why there's stock in a rice cooker sitting on the desk?
The Chrissy Swan Show.
You'll find out why I'm chuckling next.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Me and Tom and Jack have just been talking about Lindsay Lohan's, what do they call it? The Lohan Renaissance?
The Lower Naissance.
The Lohan Renaissance.
She's back.
Because she's turned up at the Oscars looking amazing, looking fresh.
And she doesn't look cooked for once. I haven't seen her not looking cooked for like a decade.
Can you believe I am going to get to the Lower Renaissance? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. I'm here for it.
But can you remember what a train wreck she was when she was here doing Masked Singer?
That's right.
Like, I don't know if I'm breaching some sort of confidentiality, but
No, breach it.
it was not good.
And obviously you weren't on there yet.
I
but
wasn't,
They were
no.
rocking up. They were having to wait like 2 hours for her to get to set and starting.
Bare minimum.
Oh, really? Far
Yeah.
out. Starting that late shoot.
But I think she's really straightened herself out. She went on to Kelly Clarkson's show to plug her new movie. Is it a movie or a series?
Yeah, a Netflix film.
Netflix film called Irish Wish. Sounds terrible.
It does.
She was chatting to Kelly about her recording career.
Are you going to do music as well soon?
I don't know.
That's how I was kind of introduced to you as well. Like, just because I feel like we were at the same time, like in a certain part of our career. So I was like, oh man, I was like, I wonder if she's going to come out with more music. Anyway, you should.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate
If you're
Should you though?
Yes, because I'm with Kelly. Yes, she should. Those two tunes that she had were absolute bangers.
So that was why we were laughing, because Tom, who is our new producer on the show, I can't say new producer, he's been here for 7,000 years now, but he's got a beautiful singing voice, and just as he was leaving the studio before we went live, he broke out into a very meaningful rendition of Daughter to Father. Yes, Tom, you sing it.
The music video for this was fantastic too. And then she also had Rumours.
I mean, does Britney Spears know that she stole her song?
Hey, what I did notice about this interview with Kelly though, we watched a few minutes of it, Swan. It's almost like Kelly was like nervous to have her there. She was a bit fangirly. She was over talking.
I agree. I mean, Lindsay Lohan is an icon. And, you know, she's coming back for Freaky Friday. That's been confirmed.
Yep.
And is it Jane Seymour who acted with her in this Netflix special Irish Wish?
Ooh,
anyway,
I'm not sure.
Jane Seymour has come out and said that she was fantastic on set and she's a brilliant actress.
It was Jane Seymour, yes.
And I really think that she's sorted herself out, Lindsay. And I'm thrilled
Maybe
for
it's
her.
the kid that did it.
And moving to Dubai where she can be left alone.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of being left alone, Airbnb has banned the use of indoor security cameras from its listings. Now, I am alarmed that it wasn't already. Jack, that means I'm on Airbnb all the time.
You're
I
like,
could have been staying somewhere where someone was filming me.
absolutely been recorded. Mate, you're on Big Brother.
And my apron of excess, all of it out. Big saggy brown boobs, the lot.
What's funny here is, like you said, that it hadn't already been introduced, but imagine like the Airbnb owners being like, damn, have to go and take the secret GoPro out of the shower and
What are
the
they
secret
thinking?
camera out of the book.
Apparently people that have Airbnbs and rent them out are like, well, concerned for security. Well, here's a tip. Don't rent your house to strangers.
The Chrissy Swan Show. This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
Oh, well, hi there. It's just after 3 o'clock on the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova.
Good
How you
afternoon.
feeling, Jackie? You going to survive it?
I'm good. I'm up and about for a Wednesday.
You know, I'm so hopeless in most areas, but I can't say no when someone offers me something for free. I can't. I've still got the fever.
You do have the fever.
And, you know, I was shopping at Coles the other day and they've got, you know how they have a few promotions through the year, like you get squishies or whatever, you know,
Yeah,
and you
for the
collect
kids
your
usually.
dog. Yeah. Well, my kids, sadly, they're out of that age group now. So I did a big shop and I knew that it was a big shop, right? And she said, Are you collecting the Coles builders? And I said, no, my kids are too old. She goes, oh, it's a shame because you would have got a full stack. Well, I said, just give them to me. Just give them to me. I can't say no.
What are they?
I know what it's like to have kids that collect the stuff for free from Coles. I know what that's like. I have in my hand an absolute gold mine. They're Pokemon Coles builders. And this is the thing. We're about to do Chrissy's Quizzy. I want to put these in the bum bag for the winner.
That is very kind of you,
So
Swanee.
give us a call. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like 15 of these. Yes, it was a big shop. Don't at me.
Say, how much are you spending at Coles?
I filled up 2 of those big tubs.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Let's give away a bum bag.
Chrissy's Quizzy.
No, it's not just any old bum bag today. My kids have outgrown the free stuff that you get at the supermarket in the promotions. At the moment, it's Coles Builders. And it really hurt me to say no, I don't need them.
Why can't they just call them Coles Pokemon cards? Like, why are they called builders?
Because you build things with them. I don't want to open one because that would be a waste. But I think
Oh, that's
inside...
cool.
Well, let's talk to Kelly. She knows about them. Kelly, your son Jet loves them. Why are they called builders?
They come in multiple pieces and you have to put them together to make Pokemon.
Right.
And does Jet have many yet, Kelly?
I don't personally shop at that grocery store, so we only get them from friends. So Chrissy's would be a great help with his collection.
I've just counted them. There's 15 here, Kel.
He would love that.
He's going to lose his mind. It'll keep him entertained for at least 7 minutes.
Yes, exactly.
Catherine, you want the Coles collectibles too, don't you?
Yes.
Have they got heaps, though?
They've got a few of them.
Well, you can never have too many. Let's play, girls. Your names are your buzzers.
Fantastic.
I may have to split them because you know that
Nah, life's not fair. There's one winner and that one winner gets all 15.
I'm not good at that.
Question number 1.
Can you name the pop star who visited the Royal Children's Hospital in...
Catherine?
Yes.
Do you know I cried when I watched that video?
What?
I cried.
What, when you were a kid and she visited?
Yesterday. I don't know what happened to me.
Look at Tom's face.
It was really bizarre. Anyway, we'll talk about that in the ads.
Oh my God, if I was any woman over 40, I'd blame it on perimenopause, but I know that it's not that.
1 point to Catherine. Question number 2.
In music, a quartet is an ensemble
Kelly.
of... Yes, Kelly?
4?
Yes, it's one apiece. Every time I say one apiece, in the back of my mind I can hear one a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. If you have no daughters, give them to your sons. Question number 3. NBA player Tristan Thompson is celebrating a birthday today. Can you tell me which Kardashian refers to him as a dirty rat? Yes, Kelly.
Chloe.
Yes. She's my favourite. Is she yours?
I'm not a big fan of them.
No cards for you then, I guess. No, joking. Question number 4. The Fringe Festival is currently taking place in which city?
Kelly. Adelaide.
It is Adelaide and you've won, Kelly.
Perfect. Woo!
Hey, listen, Kath and Kel, while I've got you on the line and I've just said the word fringe, I've been really debating getting a fringe. Would I regret it, do you think?
Midlife crisis.
Shush, Jack.
You can always grow it back.
Wait, Kelly first. Yes or no to the fringe?
Yes, because you can always grow it back. I've always thought the same.
That's
Do you
true.
agree?
And Kath, what do you think? Fringe or no fringe?
Yes, it depends on what kind of fringe you get.
Sorry?
It depends on what kind of fringe you get.
Like a longish sort of shaggy... Yeah.
Yes.
You reckon I should do it?
Do it.
I think so too. See, Jack?
But what if you look ugly for like 2 months and you have to live with yourself?
Good.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
Rosie O'Donnell has opened up a can of worms. this has been on my mind for a long time, this question about breaking up with friends, because you know that I think friendship is a superpower. I think it's so precious and wonderful.
I'm with you.
And more often than not, it hurts more than like a sexual or romantic relationship. When your friend does you dirty, it hurts.
Yes, yeah.
Have a listen to what Rosie O'Donnell said.
Okay, question. You ever break up with a friend as an adult? I mean, like a real breakup? Like no matter how many years you have between you, something is said that can't be unsaid. Something that makes you go, wow, this person never knew me at all.
It is heartbreaking. Has it ever happened to you, Jack?
I don't think I've ever been cut or like had someone break up with me, but I've definitely broken up with people, I'd say twice in my life. 2 serious friendships.
Keep that parked there for a minute. I want to throw it out to our beautiful listeners. 13 24 10. When you break up with a friend, do you say, this is it, we are breaking up? Or do you just ghost and deflect and ignore text messages? Because this actually came up on my weekend away.
Right.
With my Parliament of Ours with my girls, we were talking about one of them's having an issue with somebody and it's been going on for a while. And I said, why don't you just call them or meet them for a coffee and say, look, this is sort of where I'm at, and it's probably not a surprise to you that things are weird between us. Let's just sort of formally and respectfully agree that
we're parting ways,
that it's
almost.
over. Yeah. And my friend was like, no way, I would never do that.
I'm with your friend. No way.
No, but I said, I've never had to break up with anybody, but 2 people have broken up with me.
Have they?
Yes. And I still wonder why. And I think it would have been very helpful if they'd have just met me for a coffee and said, this is why you can't be in my life anymore.
But if they're not feeling that certain type of way like you are, I would feel like they're going to try and fight you on that or try to come to a solution where you remain friends. That's what made me scared to do it, and that's why I didn't do that. I did the sort of ghost option. But I just think that's a nice heaven way to do it, but I don't think that's the real world. I don't think the other person's going to be on the same page.
For decades, it still pops into my head. Even the conversation we had on the weekend away, I was like, God, I'd love to know why. I'd love to know why.
Have you ever asked?
No, well, I've reached out to these people and they've never contacted me back.
That's so sad for you.
There's two of them, and we were as close as sisters. And
really?
Then, they just cut me.
How would you take it if they told you the real hard truth, the honest truth, if you'd done something? Would you be offended? Like, honestly.
I would not be offended. I would not, because I believe that everybody has agency over their own lives and their own decisions, and they get to choose who is in their life. I totally respect that.
Yeah.
I totally respect that. And I wouldn't do what you said that people would do, try and get back into your life, because I firmly believe as well that if somebody doesn't want you in their life, then you can't change that.
And you almost shouldn't want to be there then.
I know, but I'm so curious. What should you do? Should you do it formally or should you just be a coward?
The Chrissy Swan Show.
We're talking about friendship breakups. Rosie O'Donnell has opened a can of worms. She seems really sad. I think she's going through a fresh friendship breakup.
I love how she starts her video.
Okay, question.
Okay, question.
She looks sad, don't you think?
Do you think she has had a friend ghost her by way of breaking up with her?
No, I think that a friend of hers has said something really, really crushing.
Okay.
And it's made her consider that this person was never who she thought she was.
Oh, has said something crushing about her or been mean toward her.
Yeah, and I reckon Rosie's had to break up with her. Break up with her friend.
You've never had to break up with a friend?
No, I don't think so. 2 people have broken up with me. I'm that unbearable.
And I've broken up with 2 people, but I was a bit of a coward and did it in a somewhat ghostly fashion.
I don't know whether it's I said that as a joke, but I don't think it's cowardly. I think you've got to pick your audience.
In terms of who it is?
Yes, like the people that didn't want to see me anymore, I would have been really fine to hear why. But I suppose most people wouldn't be.
Yeah.
And you don't want to fight and you don't want to...
You don't want them to try and have to justify why you should stay friends or try and make it better and patch it over. Like, no, mate.
I'd still like to know, though.
As Tom would say, I'm a Capricorn, so we just cut.
Oh, brutal.
Apparently it's the star sign.
Marissa, what do you think?
Well, I actually broke up with a friend because there was no compatibility with her anymore, and our lives were different. And I actually rang her to tell her, and she wanted to know the reasons why, but I didn't want to tell her the reasons why because I knew that she would want to patch it up. So I just didn't feel like she did with me.
Did you just say something kind of blanket, like, I just don't think we get along anymore, we're not aligned?
No, not really. I just didn't give her any excuses. I just said I need a break.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's lovely to talk to you both, by the way.
Great to talk to you, Marissa. How long has your break been going with your friend?
Oh, years and years. I can't even remember.
Marissa, I kind of like the way you did it, though, because you sort of let her down easy by saying you want a break. Like, that's actually not a bad tactic.
Yeah, I had to because I wasn't even, like, visiting, and I just saw our friendship different.
Yeah.
It just changed, and I thought, nah, I can't go on like this. It's not fair on me. It's not fair on her.
I think that's going to really help people, Marissa. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
Because before you break up with someone or before it's gone down the path that it can never come back from, there is that weird time where, you know, you're groaning if they text you and you're making up lies. See, you can say, you know what?
We're on a break.
I just need a break for a minute. I've got so much on. It's a lot. You know, I see you down the road.
We're pressing pause.
I like that.
First class and 50K, you are in the draw for that, Marissa. Swanee, let's go to Anon.
Hello, Anon.
Hi, how you going?
Good. There was a fateful dinner party.
Yeah, it was a bit of a miscommunication between friends, and there was a conversation after that where we hadn't spoken for a while because it had kind of gone silent. And we talked about it, and I thought it was kind of sorted out. But then I thought about it later, and I thought, I didn't get resolution from that either because I think it was a two-way street. The confusion happened between comments, which I can't really bring up. But, so I'm really sad about the friendship ending, but it's just fizzled, and we haven't seen each other since. It's been a year, and we were friends for 30 years.
Oh, wow. Do you miss her or him?
I miss her extremely. But like the previous caller, I think our lives are in just a different place.
Wow.
That was kind of my situation. When your lives are in a different place, it really, it really shows in the friendship.
It does. And it used to be okay, but it just doesn't seem that way anymore, where it's just not, we're just not in the same path.
It's sad though, isn't it? 30 years.
It's a long time.
I mean, that's longer than most marriages. That's the thing with friendships.
Yes, and also, you know, bros before hoes. Like, so I agree with you, Swanee. I think the friendship's part sadder when they end.
Pretty strong. Who are we going to end with?
Let's finish with Christy.
Hi, Christy.
Hello.
So you were friends with someone and then she just ghosted you?
No, other way round.
You ghosted her.
So I ghosted. So our values and ethics basically stopped aligning. And I never had the heart to tell her why I no longer wanted to be her friend.
In what ways were they not aligning anymore? Did she become superficial
Parenting.
or?
Parenting. So I was finding her to be, I don't know how to put it into a nicer way than to say a bad mum.
Right.
And I would just never, ever want to say those words to someone ever.
Yeah.
So I ghosted. I thought that was the most humane way to end the friendship. And when she reached out to ask me why, I just didn't respond.
That's how I
and
do
we
it.
had kids that were friends, and that was, as horrible as she would have felt like it was super inhumane, but I could just never give her a reason.
Yeah, because you can't say to someone, I'm not friends
I
with
could
you
never
anymore
say-
because you're a bad mother.
Sounds like a Mamma Mia article.
Yes.
The Chrissy Swan Show.
I would never get sick of that song. End of story.
Have you ever tried doing the dance? You know
No.
that famous TikTok dance that went to it?
No, I haven't.
You should.
Should I?
Chrissy's Clickbait.
You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova, and this is Clickbait. Lily Allen. Gosh, she's had some great tracks.
Mate.
Great tracks.
Okay, if we're going to stop down and talk good Lily Allen tracks, let's just enjoy this.
Wanna be rich, and I want lots of money.
I don't care about clever. I don't care about funny.
I want loads of clothes.
Gosh, she's so great.
I reckon this is like top 10 pop songs ever.
Trying to find them. I'll take my clothes off.
And it
will be
Shameless. Oh, yes. And then she's got F.U.
Yes. And Smile.
Great song. But you'll notice that we haven't heard from her in a while, and she's given us a reason for that. She's claimed that having kids has ruined her career.
Never really had a strategy when it comes to career. But yes, my children ruined my career. I mean, I love them and they complete me, but in terms of pop stardom, totally ruined it. Really annoys me when people say you can have it all because quite frankly you can't.
You absolutely cannot.
You don't reckon?
No!
I love hearing people say that because everyone says that in those cringe Stella articles. I'm showing you how you can have it all.
You absolutely cannot have it all.
Pick.
I think my answer to that question is because also when you're a woman with a job, people ask you that question all the time and it's so tedious.
Yeah.
And they don't want to know the answer, which is no, you can't have it all at once.
Something has to sort of...
You can have it all over your lifetime.
Yeah.
But you can't have it all at once and nor should you want it.
Too much.
What is wrong? I reckon it's a lie sold to us to make us feel bad again about an impossible thing.
Yeah, okay.
You know, like if we're told that you can have it all,
you should feel like you're doing it right and doing it all
and
correctly.
then every day you're not doing it all, then, you know, it's just another reason to hate on yourself. And we must never do that.
We mustn't.
Do not buy into it. Be like Lily Allen and just go, no, you can't have it all and nor should you want it. Speaking of having it all, this woman is my spirit animal and it's given me an idea for what to do after radio ends.
Oh, okay.
A suburban mom ran a complex crime ring that stole nearly $8 million in makeup across the US for online resale. Now, that's a very convoluted way to say that she stole stuff from Walgreens and TJ Maxx and then set up in her carport to sell it like a little mini Amazon store.
It looks like a Priceline aisle inside of her shed.
I mean, look, I'm not going to lie to you.
You could do this.
It looks like my upstairs cupboard full of samples and bits and bobs. You know, if anyone comes over, because I do love Priceline so much that I talk about it at home to my friends, anyone who comes in. I'm like, have you heard about cream eyeshadow? Have you tried the new this? Have you tried the new that? Anyway, Peg will say to them, oh, you haven't tried the cream eyeshadow, have you? Go upstairs to the second cupboard and I've got it all organised and I can then give it to people to try.
So it's like a parting gift as they leave your home.
It's the store, we call
That's
it.
epic. The store. Up to the store.
Yeah.
And this woman, I can see, she had 12 women helping her.
She sure did.
We could rally the troops here at Nova.
Man, she was turning over a profit, but she's been frog marched to her car in a natty pink matching. They look like scrubs from the hospital.
Seriously, and someone's hair that is not hers.
She's going to jail.
Look at those stennies. They'll pull them right out.
The stennies. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow. It's going to be Thursday, by the way, in case you're confused, like I am.
Bye.
Now check this out. The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.